In a dramatic development that has sent shockwaves across Pakistan's political landscape, former Prime Minister Imran Khan has been sentenced to 17 years in prison by an accountability court in a high-profile corruption case. The verdict marks one of the most consequential legal rulings against a former head of government in the country's history and has reignited intense debate over justice, accountability, and political victimization in Pakistan. The ruling comes at a time when Pakistan is already grappling with political polarization, economic pressure, and public mistrust in institutions. For millions of Imran Khan's supporters, the verdict represents not just a legal judgment, but a symbolic blow to a leader they believe challenged entrenched power structures. For his critics, it is proof that even the most powerful figures must answer before the law. According to court proceedings, the case revolves around allegations that Imran Khan and his wife improperly handled valuable state gifts received during his tenure as Prime Minister. These gifts, which reportedly included expensive watches and luxury items, were part of the official state repository commonly referred to as the Toshakhana. Prosecutors argued that the former Prime Minister failed to declare the true value of these items and later acquired them at prices far below their assessed worth, causing financial loss to the state. The court accepted the prosecution's argument that this amounted to corruption and breach of trust. Imran Khan was convicted under multiple legal provisions, resulting in a combined sentence of 17 years in prison, along with a substantial financial penalty. Security around the court premises was tightened, and access for media and the public was restricted due to concerns over possible unrest. 21st of December, 1050. Rizwan. Imran Khan, who has consistently denied all allegations, maintained his stance that the case is politically motivated. Through his legal team and party representatives, he reiterated that the gifts were acquired in accordance with the law and that the case was selectively pursued to sideline him from politics. Party officials stated that the former Prime Minister views the verdict as part of a broader campaign to suppress dissent and dismantle his political movement. They emphasized that Khan intends to challenge the ruling in higher courts, expressing confidence that justice will ultimately prevail. While Imran Khan himself remained composed during the proceedings, his supporters interpreted his silence as resilience in the face of what they describe as relentless pressure. The reaction from Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf (PTI) was swift and fierce. Senior party leaders condemned the judgment, calling it an attack on democracy and the will of the people. PTI announced plans for nationwide protests, arguing that the verdict undermines democratic norms and reinforces the perception that accountability laws are applied selectively. Government officials, however, rejected these claims. Ruling coalition representatives stated that the judiciary acted independently and based its decision solely on evidence presented during the trial. They stressed that accountability is essential for strengthening democratic institutions and that no individual, regardless of status, should be above the law. Opposition parties offered mixed reactions. Some welcomed the verdict as a long overdue step toward transparency, while others expressed concern that the growing trend of incarcerating political leaders could further destabilize the country. Public reaction to the verdict has been sharply divided. In major cities such as Islamabad, Lahore, and Karachi, supporters of Imran Khan gathered in protest, chanting slogans and demanding his release. Social media platforms were flooded with hashtags expressing solidarity with the former Prime Minister, while others praised the court for upholding accountability. Authorities remained on high alert, deploying additional police and security forces to prevent violence. Although protests remained largely peaceful, the tense atmosphere underscored the deep political divisions that continue to shape Pakistan's society. Legal analysts note that while the conviction is significant, it does not mark the end of the road for Imran Khan. Under Pakistani law, he has the right to appeal the verdict in higher courts. Some legal experts argue that appellate courts may re-examine the evidence and legal interpretations applied by the Accountability Court, potentially altering the outcome. Legal analysts note that while the Pakistani law, he has the right to appeal the verdict in higher courts. Some legal experts argue that appellate courts may re-examine the evidence and legal interpretations applied by the Accountability Court, potentially altering the outcome. Others caution that prolonged legal battles could keep Imran Khan behind bars for years, effectively sidelining him from active politics. The case